vast support system surrounding him.
Get this support system. As many people around you who love you as you possibly can. Stay with them. And they'll stay with you. They'll come back and forth and so on. Let you know that they love you. And let you know that you matter to them in their lives.
I told you I have a title for it?
No, what?
After 6 years, a title.
Right.
Somebody said, look, with what you're going through, is there anything you'd like to ask of us? You know, is there any way we can be helpful? And Maurice said, in his typical way, let me think about it. So the next time we met 2 weeks later, he had a list. He said, you know, if you really want to help, these are things I'd like. If you don't, that's okay, too. And the list, I remember it started out with, call me a lot. You know, I like to talk on the phone. Send me funny things to read. Go to the movies with me, if we can arrange that. You know, come over and spend time. And he went through a list, and people were touched and moved. And I began to get the awareness that rather than retreating, as many people do, Maury, who's very fluid and free with his feelings, as you've probably seen, rather than withdrawing, has really reached out and said, look, and you're my friends. If you want to be helpful, this is what I'd like.
Hi, Nina. How you doing? This is a time to do a life review, to make amends, to identify and let go of regrets, to come to terms with your unresolved relationships.
May I be full of peace. May I be full of joy. May I be free from suffering. And just one phrase at a time. See if you can get behind each phrase. Really wishing yourself well. See how full you can be with each phrase.
You told me that you were an agnostic from the time you were 16 until recently. What changed your mind?
My impending death. And my meditation teacher and a growing sense of the interconnectedness between all of us. I don't know if we have time for me to tell you the story about the wave. It'll take about 2 minutes. You want to hear it? There's this little wave, this he wave, who's bobbing up and down, I'll shorten it, bobbing up and down on the ocean, having a great time, and all of a sudden he recognizes he's going to crash into the shore. And this big, wide ocean, he's now moving toward the shore. And we get annihilated. He gets so despairing. My God, what's going to happen to me? And he's got this sour, despairing look on his face. Along comes a female wave, bobbing up and down, having a great time. The female wave says to the male wave, why are you so depressed? The male says, you don't understand. You're going to crash into that shore, and you'll be nothing. She says, you don't understand. You're not a wave. You're part of the ocean. That's what I believe.
You're part of the ocean.
That's right. I'm not a wave. I'm part of all of humanity.
So you're not going to die?
I'm going to die, but I'm also going to live on. In some other form, who knows? But I truly believe that I am part of a larger whole of some power. People call it God. I don't know if that's the right term for it. But I had to take time to get there. And now is the time to be there. But it's all a mystery. I still don't know the answer. I don't want to represent myself as a guru. I'm struggling to find what the answer is. But I do know what for me is the best way to handle this fatal illness and move into the next domain, whatever that is.
Maury, you and I are doing something that doesn't seem to be much in favor in this country. We're not only talking about death, we're laughing.
That's right.
Right? We're making jokes about it. Being a little bit irreverent about it.
Absolutely.
Although there are times when clearly...
I am very sad about it.
Very sad. You clearly feel that we should talk about it more.
More and more and more. For me, it's one of the most important things. If you hide it, it generates inside you. You suffer with it. You think it's so horrible. My meditation teacher told me something that blew my mind the other day. I wish you were here. Narayan, where are you? She said to me, Maury, maybe your view of life and death should be reconsidered. Maybe the distance between life and death isn't as great as you think. And I said, you mean it's not a chasm? Two mountains and that big valley between? This is my words now. You mean it's only a little bridge across a small river? I don't know. But there's another view. This culture is so stuck on death in terms of its fear, hiding it, not knowing what to do with it, that what I'm saying is an alternative way of looking at it.
There's a charming quality to dying in that it teaches us a level of humility that we're incapable of having, I suppose, while we're healthy, while we're just full of the sense of our own importance and vitality.
Right.
Now, of course, the minute that you have a disease that you know is going to kill you,
Right.
it induces humility, doesn't it?
Well, Fred, Ted, I wouldn't say
see,
that.
now that's inducing humility.
Right. I wouldn't say that. I think I'm less humble now than I was before.
Really?
Believe it or not. Because I think I have some things to offer the world. I told you I was getting grandiose. Not swell-headed, but grandiose. I think that up to now I've been teaching small little classes, Brandeis kids, you know, who are going to go out and be lawyers, go out and be doctors. They'll do something good in the world, aside from making lots of money for themselves, which is so many of their objectives. But now I think that I'm able to do something through you and through other vehicles that I wasn't able to do before as a teacher. So, but if you mean humility, a real sense that I'm a simple human being like everybody else, vulnerable like everybody else, bound to die like everybody else. Yes, I feel that very strongly.
A part of the ocean.
Part of the ocean. Very true. Very true.
I'd like to talk to you